It's the fight of the century. It's the battle of the hands. Hello everyone! So in today's video, we are going to find out once and for all which hand can draw better. I can already tell you it's going to be the right hand because I'm right-handed. I'm going to attempt the left hand versus right hand drawing challenge today. I don't know if this is a popular one or not, but I wanted to try this one out because 1, I think it will be hilarious, and 2, I'm actually genuinely curious to see how well I can draw with my left hand. I'm right-handed. I've already said so. So my left hand doesn't get a workout so much with the artsy stuffs, but it's not totally a couch potato either. I play piano and other musical instruments, so my left hand is accustomed to doing things that require some dexterity. And also, well, I'll tell you the story in a bit. But there was one memorable moment when my right hand was incapacitated for a number of weeks. So let's just say it's an educational story. For this challenge, I wanted to stick with something that I know, something that I draw often and have a good concept of what it looks like, so when I get to the left-hand part, I won't be totally overwhelmed. I decided to go with my original character, Stuart. If you've been following me for a while, then you know who Stuart is. He's a little octopus that's scared of everything. But since I'm going with a subject that I know really well, I thought I would do an entire watercolor illustration and really see what that left hand is capable of. So starting off with the right hand, it's smooth sailing. I think I'll speed up this part of the process, since it's not really the part you click the video for, is it? Wait, stop. I forgot to set a timer to see how long each of these illustrations takes. Oh, wait. I can just check the length of the video to figure it out. Never mind, continue. Okay, so question. Well, not really question, just a random observation that if someone has an answer to, I would be much obliged. So I've been asked on multiple different occasions if I'm left-handed, even while the person watches me write with my right hand. It's actually really weird when they do this. It's like I start scribbling and they go, "Oh, you're a left-hander." And then there's an awkward 2 seconds of silence before they go, "Oh wait, never mind, I don't know what I was thinking." Do I write like a lefty? I know they usually have a particular slant to their writing, like they write with their hand over the top of the words, but I didn't think I looked like a lefty when I wrote. I don't know, it's weird. I also get asked this a lot because I'm an artist and musician, and people just think that if you're a very creative person, then you are automatically left-handed. It's something to do about the right and left part of the brain and all that stuff, which isn't really accurate to begin with because it's like music and creativity are supposedly on opposite sides of the brain, and just never mind, that's too much to go into. So I guess what I'm really trying to say is, why would they think that I was left-handed by the way I write, number 1. Number 2, have you ever had someone ask if you were left or right-handed when you're really the other? And do you have any explanation for it? Because I don't. Now what we've all been waiting for, the left hand. It feels so weird to hold this pencil. I keep wanting to reach over with the right hand and help out, but I can't. I can't even remember how to hold this thing. I don't know what my right hand does. Wait, no, I gotta check it. Hold on, wait. No, yes. Oh, ready. Good. Yeah, start. Alright, so I'm already noticing I have a chokehold on this thing, and I'm holding it way too close to the tip. So I backed off to see if that helped, and I just went right back to the way it was before. What are you doing? Left hand! I feel like a child that was just given their first box of crayons. I have no idea how to use them. I have no dexterity. Oh, all my music training was a lie. It didn't help my left hand at all. I have no control. No, Fishy. How did your body get turned like that? I'm so sorry. That is not a natural way to swim. Oh, I'm failing at this. Okay, so this is the easiest part. I just have to glide my arm down. There's not a whole lot of hand movement here, it's more of arm movement. So long as I can keep my arm moving in a relatively steady line. Oh wait, I lost it. I can do this. Yeah, I can do this. Now this is the part I'm dreading, the inking. Because if I mess up with the watercolor, it's just gonna look like, I have a messy style. The pencil, you're not gonna see that once I erase it. The pen, however, oh, gotta be so careful. Yep, nope. Now it's ruined. That's it. Game over. Okay, so despite how difficult this is and how much I'm complaining, I'm actually having fun. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It's recognizable at least. Well, except for a couple of those little fishies. I'm so sorry, Fishy. I messed you up so bad. So, the watercolor is actually the easiest. It's easier than the pencil or the pen. And I thought it would be the hardest, or at least the hardest to control. But it's the easiest. I thought I would give up at this point, but it's actually pretty easy to hold the brush and relatively easy to control the color. Or the paint. Or whatever. Huh, who would have thought? Hey kids, so are you ready for the very educational story I talked about at the beginning of this video? Did you think I forgot? Did you forget? Well, it doesn't matter because here it is. Viewer discretion is advised. Not really. It's not that traumatizing. For you. It was for me. Okay, so this is the story of how I chopped off my right thumb. Did you just go back and rewind the video to see if I still have my thumb? Did you think I was exaggerating? Because I am. It wasn't the whole thumb, just the end of it. Or just one side of the end of my thumb. But it was traumatizing, okay? So I'm usually the designated chopper in my house. It started back when I wore contacts and I could cut up onions without crying. But even after I stopped wearing contacts, the distinguished title was still mine. And it wasn't just limited to onions. No, I was in charge of all fruits and veggies that needed disassembling. One afternoon, my mom and I were making pickles. We decided to use our new mandolin slicer because it would be faster that way. Do you see where this is going? Because I didn't. If you don't know what a mandolin slicer is, just picture a mini guillotine on its side with a stationary blade that sits and waits for your fingers. I had used a mandolin slicer before when making potato chips, but that was our old mandolin slicer, and it was potatoes, which require much more downward pressure. Well, being a dummy, I didn't use the approved handguard, since the handguard of our old slicer didn't really do much, so I was used to not using it. I began to see how most of my major injuries were a result of not following proper safety precautions. Anyways, I was slicing the cucumbers with the same amount of force I would slice potatoes with, and cucumbers are different. They are hard on the outside and squishier in the middle, so there really was no need for that amount of aggression. Slice, 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 and suddenly I felt not pain, but a firm pressure on my thumb. It felt like I had just jammed it on something, and there was a split second of how'd I do that? Then it hit me. There wasn't much blood, not when it first happened. It was like my brain was in denial. It was saying, nope, nothing the matter down there. I'm not sending blood. It's not a big deal. We'll be fine. I was silent for a few seconds. Do you ever notice that when you've hurt yourself, it doesn't seem to really have happened till you make an audible sound? Like the pain doesn't really start until you've acknowledged it with an ow or a gasp or something. So I gasped, and then immediately started crying. I was in college at the time, and my major was music, and my instrument was piano. So I was scared that I'd never play piano again, or draw, or do anything with my hands again. I ran to the bathroom to inspect the damage. To me, it was catastrophic, but to my mom, being the calm, cool-headed nurse that she is, it was merely a surface wound, and it just needed to be cleaned and dressed. She sat me down on the couch and put on a movie to entertain me while she went back to finish making pickles. Oh, and do not worry. We did not use those cucumbers that I had sliced. There is not a pickled thumb in my house. No, no, no. Do you know what the first thing I did was? I started sketching with my left hand. Because in my head, I thought that I should go ahead and learn how to use my left hand, since I didn't know if I'd ever use the right one again. So dramatic, I know. But don't worry, it's all good now. It grew back. I don't even have a scar. I just have a weird little split in my fingerprint. I did, however, miss playing for a master class and a few recitals, and got a scolding from my piano teacher. He said that I should lock myself in a practice room because I couldn't go a day in the real world without doing some sort of damage to myself. He only said that because that was not the first time I had come to class with some sort of injury. Well, we have made it to the end. Right hand versus left hand challenge. It took me 43 minutes and 52 seconds to do the first illustration, and that includes the time it took to think up how I wanted it, and it took me 52 minutes and 17 seconds to do the left hand illustration, and I didn't have to do any thinking there since I just copied the one on the right. I think this shows that my left hand needs a lot more practice if it's gonna win the next challenge. It was so much fun to make this. I hope it was at least entertaining for you, unless you're squeamish, in which case, I'm sorry. Check out the description box for links to my social media and info about the supplies I used. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. I have a feeling that a lot of the videos this month will be posted on Fridays, but don't hold me to that. So the message of this video is don't use mini guillotines on your veggies, and always use the provided handguards so you save those thummies. Hope you have a great day. Bye.